Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Against the Falcons, by the way, Jay Ajayi, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns in that opening night win.
Well, that's why they went out and acquired him from Miami last year about mid-season. He gives them a heck of a burst, can catch the ball in the backfield, and he will be their full-time lead back in Philly. They'll use 3, but when they want the big yards, the crucial yards, Jay Ajayi will be touching the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Left side, caught by Matthews. A Philadelphia first down. Wentz finding Matthews.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
Trey 15.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now a play fake. Brady. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The defending champion Eagles coming back out here on offense. What was your takeaway from them on opening night? They got the 18-12 win. What do you see as you look at their schedule these next few weeks?
Yeah, my first takeaway was that they found a way to win ugly on a night filled with emotion, right, where you unveil the Super Bowl banner and you know everyone's going to come at you with full emotion themselves. They weathered the storm and got a win. But with the schedule coming up, I see games that they should win. Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, and Tennessee. And that sets up a big home date with the Minnesota Vikings, a repeat of the NFC title game.
Come on now, come on now. Let's go. Black, come on. Black. 82.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They run for it with Ajayi. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Ajayi stops short of the first. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 34.
Wait 20. Alpha. Ready? Ozzy. Regular.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ready? 220. 380. Ready?
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
On the ball. Lion.
Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Well, that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And it's up and good. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Patriots. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Go bandit. Orange. Regular. Go. Wait.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Hicks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now it's Ajayi. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive line and creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
29. Alpha. 220. Wait, 20. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Brady now to throw. He hits White, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Play action. Now it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Hold 50.
On play action, now Brady. Going for the deep ball. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. Now Brady throwing on second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Brady. And right side caught Hogan. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, CD, looking back to last week, one interesting thing certainly was that tie between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You know, that was the first Week 1 tie since 1971.
Yeah, I think our research told us that the Broncos and Dolphins tied 10-10. And remember, overtime was instituted by the NFL starting with the 1974 season. So this is unbelievable, those two teams tied. Cleveland was +5 in turnover margin, had their chances, and got a field goal block down the stretch that would have won the game.
Yeah, Pittsburgh had a field goal. They missed it wide left. Now Wentz throwing on second down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. Ajayi's going to go. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Right back to him on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
29, Alpha. So.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
White 20.
On play action, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones.